What is he? Well,
It's
welcome to LinkedIn Live with Judy Alter, the Optimistic BA, and Danelkis Serra, who is IIBA's Chapter Operations Manager. And she's also one of my closest friends and sidekicks. And today we're here to announce the launch of Optimistic Bites, my new LinkedIn Live show. And I'm going to give control to Danelkis today. I know, that's scary. I'm going to let her grill me, well, maybe question me about the show. So take it away, Danelkis.
well, thank you, my friend. And you know how much I'm going to enjoy this.
Yes.
However, before I officially start, I just wanted to remind you of how proud I am of you.
Oh,
You have absolutely gone outside your comfort zone. You've been taking risk, getting your company up and running, trying new things like this, and it's pretty cool. I'm really proud of all the stuff that you're doing. And yes, I am going to grill you because unfortunately we haven't had a chance to talk about this. So I actually legitly have a few questions.
okay.
Let's start with what are you doing?
What am
What's
I doing?
yeah, what's the format of this whole thing?
Well, it's going to be comprised of bite-sized chunks of business analysis. And so the show is probably going to end up being like 20 minutes long. It'll be a few minutes of introduction and then, a wrap up. And so the guest that's on will probably have about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the guest and how long the intro and exit is. And I will try to pick guests from business analysis or some related field, such as a lot of people who teach business analysis also teach like change management, they're into project management, and just all sorts of things, and leadership and other things tie into business analysis. So it's that type of show. And
Okay.
also from time to time, I'm going to slip in a second show. That'll be a while before I get that up, but it's just going to probably be pure silliness, people asking questions of each other. So we'll
That's
see about that one. That's more fun, but this is more semi serious, I guess.
well, if it's serious, you did the wrong thing bringing me in as your as
I know that's why I brought you in, so it wouldn't be too serious. And this is kind of the lighthearted kickoff. So, this is fun today, too.
all right, cool. How often are you planning on hosting these? Is it going to be like weekly? Like how?
It really hasn't been determined yet, but I would hope at least monthly or maybe bi monthly. It just depends on the schedule. Try to get that up in the near future.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Well, you mentioned a little bit of, types of like different speakers that you're going to have or themes, and you touched on it a little bit. But have you really like me plans? I got to get
Mhm.
a picture. Like, what do you see the first like 10 shows looking like?
Well, it's funny you should mention the number 10 because the first 10 shows, I do have something planned for. See, I really do make plans. I just don't always write them down. That's all. That's the issue. And I have selected who I feel are the top 10 BAs on um, to follow on LinkedIn. And I use the criteria of BAs who have their own company.
Okay.
Most of them specialize like in business analysis, change management, agile, project management. And of course, they're all huge IIBA supporters. That was a definite requirement. And, I'm quite certain that I could have picked 100 BAs for this list, but, I have to draw the line somewhere.
You know that's going to get you in trouble that you pick some and not others.
Well, and I'll talk about that later because I do kind of have a plan for that too. See, you just thought I didn't plan.
I know you do for sure. I just don't know what it is yet. I kind of feel left out. I'm
Yeah,
not used to being on the outside of the Judy life.
yeah, yeah. You
But
you
what,
know a lot though.
but again, lately it's just been crazy, and I I didn't know about like details on this thing. Like, are you gonna bring them all in together? Are you gonna like stage them out? Like, is it one, one big show, or like have you even picked who they are? Like, I'm really curious how you like actually like who you actually picked.
Okay. Slow down with the questions, Florida girl. You know, yes, the BAs do know that they have been selected. Um, as I wanted to get their permission to include them and not surprise them and things like that. And what I'm going to do is put together 2 blogs. And I'm going to have 5 BAs at a time because otherwise it's going to get too crowded, you know. And I will be posting their URL to their website in the blogs. And then, of course, I always do a LinkedIn post with the blogs. And so I will introduce, 5 one time and then 5 maybe the next week or maybe later that same week. And then as I can schedule them, then they will be on the show. And that I need to start. I honestly haven't started the logistics of that, but it's starting to be conference season, and so hopefully a lot of us will be traveling. So who knows? Maybe I'll record an optimistic bite in Florida or Washington or somewhere. I don't know. It could happen.
That'd be pretty cool.
Then we could actually be together. That would be neat.
Yes, please. So, Judy, you mentioned your blogs. Now, I totally know what they are, and I love them, and I honestly have no clue how you keep up with them because
sometimes I
not
don't.
my team, but I'm glad. Like, it's pretty cool that you do. But for anybody that's on with us that doesn't know about your blogs, where can they find them?
Well, I normally post a link in like LinkedIn and Facebook whenever I do a blog. And that is with the sole purpose to drive traffic to the blog. But it is just simply theoptimisticba.com.
Awesome.
So, you know.
So you have a lot of stuff going on already. Why this show? Like, why together?
Okay. I'm hoping that it will ignite a spirited conversation on LinkedIn about BAs who teach, mentor, offer classes and products that BAs need. Now, I'm certain that people will chime in with their favorite BA. And I know that I know that the gang of 10 will definitely share their my posts with the LinkedIn crowd. I have no doubt. And so really what that means is that the 10 of them and myself as the optimistic BA will get some exposure, networking, and social media out of it. The people I've picked, I don't really feel that any of them are in direct competition with each other. I think we really all have our niche. So, and some of these people are pretty close friends. Some of them are people who have really helped me a lot through the years. And then there's a few who I have never met. But everybody was equally enthusiastic. I mean, I got my first reply from like somebody in about maybe 30 seconds. I don't even know how they can read that fast. But, and I had like 6 replies back by the first evening. And, I had given them a week. So, I thought that was pretty cool, But it's also part of my business plan to share more professional topics after spending the first 2 years building my brand. I think I've established myself as the optimistic BA. A lot of people call me that at conferences. They don't even use Judy anymore. So I think I have really solidified that into everyone's mind. And so that, that's cool. So this is just kind of the next step to take it to the next level. But I've got a few other things planned for this year too. So
I love how you started by saying that you want to like ignite spirited conversation.
Yeah.
And you're planning on having 5 BAs in these sessions. You're going to have very spirited, ignited.
Oh no. It's only 5 BAs in the blog. I'm not brave enough to bring 5 of them on at a time.
Gotcha. I was gonna say that's a little
You
scary.
know, I also did strategically put 5 together and another 5 together because, there if I had put a certain 5 together, that would just be a huge blog. But, it's just I didn't rank the 10 in any order. They're just 10 people who I really respect and support. And, if all of us can get maybe a little exposure out of it, that's cool,
I agree. And I
you
just,
know.
Judy,
So
while you were chatting, I just took a quick glance at our comments and hi Angela and hi Bianca.
I tried to comment, but for some reason, I don't know. I'm probably not doing it right. I probably can't comment in the guest section. So
Yeah, we
we'll
can't
just,
type from this
you
side,
know,
but I just wanted to do a shout out and say hi.
yeah. Angela and Bianca, they might be our only 2 guests. So, but
I don't
yep.
think so. I have a feeling there's a couple more out there and just
Oh,
not
okay.
being
They're
vocal.
just not chatting.
Not being vocal. Hey, but we did talk about, giving exposure and saying hello and we're
Yeah,
all friends. So hey, why not?
exactly. And so, that kind of leads me to something else. It's time to wrap this up, I think. Um, this show will be live, but it will be loaded to my YouTube channel. So if anyone misses it, they can subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I've got a link here, but since I really can't add it to the chat, I will add that to a LinkedIn post. And then, oh, Jared just popped up. Hey, Jared. Okay. Well, you were being too quiet, which is unusual.
Unlike him.
Yeah. Of course, it's just like one of our meetings where Danelkis and I are talking and you can't get many words in. So there you go. But the schedule will be posted for the first 10 shows as we get them set up. And if anybody has an idea for a guest or you have something to offer on a show, I'm going to ask that you send an email. And I'm using a different email address, and that's just because it's one that doesn't get the traffic that my other emails do, and I don't want to lose track of them. So, Danelkis, any final words here?
I was going to ask you the same thing, my friend.
Oh, I have some. I just didn't know if you did.
Well, I started with some cool words, and I'm really
Okay.
excited to see your journey and to see your show as you progress. I'm excited for you.
Thank you. Um, I would like to first thank my people at Biaka Works. I have a group of 5 millennials, which leads to interesting discussions at times, and it's a lot of fun. And it's probably one of the best decisions I ever made. And I'm not just saying it because Biaka's on here, but he is a great graphic designer and has a great company, and they really are all encompassing and can meet all the needs I have for my business. So
And Judy, you're a handful. If you got a whole team of people, I would vouch for them also.
it's kind of funny. It was just Bianca and Avery when I first met them, and they were so excited about doing this with me. I really thought they were going to jump through the computer screen the first day. And then when Avery dreamt up the Judy emojis, that was just cool.
That was very
But yeah, then he kept hiring people, and it was like, oh,
because you're a handful.
yeah, I guess so. I guess that is true. But I also want to thank you because you really are one of my biggest supporters. And you really were probably the person who gave me the nudge to, yes, take the plunge, take early retirement and go. And you dispense valuable feedback about many things, both solicited and unsolicited. But, everyone should have a Danelkis around them because you tell me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear.
That is true.
And that is very key. So you're always upfront and very authentic. So, Angela, Jared, Bianca, whoever else is out there, thank you for turning on this episode, and have a great week. And until next time, please keep your glass at least half full. Bye.
Bye, everyone.